Okay guys, I'm here at Fresh Laz. Got something interesting going on. They've got a very unique car in, which is a Porsche GT3 Racing Cup that gets raced in the GT Cup series. And it's owned by a friend of theirs called Max, who I met at Goodwood, racing driver. So the car is brand new. It comes straight from Porsche.
I believe it did.
So it's 0 miles on the clock. I'll show you the car in a second. Unbelievable. And these guys have designed like the racing livery for it and cut all the templates out here. So this is vinyl PPF, isn't it? So it's going to vinyl wrap. So it's going to be blue and pink, and then the base silver underneath with some kind of Porsche decals on it and things like that.
It's also going to have the sponsors on there.
So it's going to have the sponsors, is it?
Yeah, and Wax is Dead is one of them.
And Wax is Dead.
That's why we're doing this for Max.
And this is going to be at Silverstone, isn't it? Testing soon.
Yeah, on the 27th of March. I think it's also going to be at Goodwood beforehand.
And it's one of the craziest cars you ever seen.
It's mega. Well, I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
Right.
Or heard anything like it, to be fair.
I'm going to go and show the viewers.
Yeah, Mike's working his magic at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, let's go and have a look at the car. So Mike here, who you've seen before on the channel, is doing all the work on this, and it's taking some time because it's got to be done properly. But look at the car. First of all, these tyres, you think like they're racing tyres. They're not. I think they're transportation tyres only, so they're just for aesthetics and to move the car around. So proper tyres are going to go on it. And look at the brakes. And even the alloys, they've got these weird hooks on them. We think this is maybe to pull them off in a race. So we push that on, I don't know, no idea. But it's something to do with coming off quickly, we reckon. And they're really wide. So it's got these, this body kit on it, so you can put wider wheels on it. It's got the same front, hasn't it, as a GT3. In the original colour, but I don't think that's standard to it. Everything, all the glass on the car is plastic. So even the front thing, it's got a single wiper blade. It's a left hooker. So you see the seat on the other side. And one of the crazy things is the doors. Just make sure it's okay to open this door. Yeah. The door is so light. It's made of carbon fibre. There's nothing there apart from a strap and plastic. It's got a cover over it that you can peel off. It's got the new. It's come. Well, it hasn't been driven, has it? Really, apart from being driven into here, and that's it. Doors are so light, and I have no idea. Crontech, what's that for? I don't know. I should know. Some of you will know. And look at the wing on the back of it. It's unfinished. It's pure carbon fibre with no clear coat on it. Because why add weight? It's adjustable there, so you could probably change the angle and put more or less downforce on it. That, I assume, is for when it's pouring with rain. That flashes, I guess. It looks like a turbo, doesn't it? It's a turbo, isn't it? It's based on a turbo. Yeah, but GT3 Cup, so it's based on a turbo. So it's like a racing version of a turbo, I'd imagine. But like, look, it's got a fully welded in cage in there. Plastic there. It's got a section of the roof cut out in case you need to get the driver out and it's rolled or something like that and you can't get there. Then you can get the roof open. Let me just show you. Oh, I can't. I'll go around the other side because Mike's working on this at the moment. But it's going to look cool with the.
Pop this up if you want.
Yeah, okay. It's going to look really cool with the racing livery on there. So you don't have a release inside. Oh, what's all this stuff? So that's the fuel tank, is it? Yeah, that's the fuel tank.
All that fuel pump.
Jesus. And that's what's going into the cockpit, I think. So that's your air conditioning. Is that, what's that? Is that so you can lift it up?
It does have, it's got hydraulic lifters.
So that thing on the side, you can plug something in and then lift it up.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no trim in here at all, really. There's all the trim's been taken out because you don't need it.
And carbon fibre in here.
Yeah. What's the bonnet? Is the bonnet steel? No, it can't be, can it?
Carbon, isn't it?
Carbon fibre, it's light. Yeah, so that's that. And if we go inside the car, just be very careful. Clear there. It's even got like, still got the wrap all over the cage. And you look at this. Let's pan out so you can get a wider view. That's some sort of power supply module by the looks of it. It's all, all modular. So I think that's what it is. Don't talk too much, John, or you end up making an idiot yourself, pretending you know what it is. That's the battery. That's that ducting, I think, from there. Then you've got like strapping in there. It's only got one seat. And the steering wheel is like a Formula One car. Where's the steering wheel gone, Mike? The shifters on the steering wheel are unbelievable. You imagine being caged in there and like getting this out on the track, firing it up, and then just tearing around a track. So I can't wait to see this at Silverstone. I mean, it is just so raw. This is a proper race car, serious race car that is, even beyond the GT3 RS in terms of how hardcore it is in here. Everything that you don't need is stripped out to get the weight down. I believe it weighs 1260 kg, which for a modern Porsche is very light. That's lighter than my 36. They've done that by taking everything out and using lightweight materials to save every kilogram that you could save. Where's the steering wheel, Mike?
It's upstairs.
Oh, is it? The steering wheel's cool. You can get the idea of that. I'll flash over a little picture of it, but look at that. So, Mike, is this the coolest car you've ever worked on?
Yeah, it's one of them.
And what I'll do, guys, is Mike's going to be working on this for today and tomorrow, aren't you, probably, to get all this done?
It'll probably need to be finished today.
And I'll show you the car when it's all done. It's going to look mega cool. We'll be back. Tell me what you're doing here, Martin.
So I've just trimmed off that edge there, and I'm just tucking the vinyl in so it's got a nice hidden edge. And I'll just give it a little bit of heat. Not too much, because this is a acrylic window.
Plastic, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So literally just a little bit of heat there, just on the edge.
Does that help activate the glue as well?
It does, yeah. Basically, it causes memory loss for it, so it won't, in theory, shouldn't bring it back. But it's not under a lot of tension anyway, so...
That's a nice piece to do, isn't it?
And then Mike's on the cutting tape for creating a shape for the wing at the moment. So
it's getting there, guys.
Yes,
yeah, basically... Let me just come round and you can get...
This has to be done with cutting tape because of the shape of the wing, so it all has to be done by hand, even though the machine and the template that it shows on the printout as such won't work on a contoured edge, so
there's some custom work going on here.
Oh, it's my phone. Yeah,
it's already starting to take shape though, guys.
Looking cool.
Yeah.
One of the mirror caps is that side now. We've got a few bits more to do there. Finished trimming around the lights.
And there's race liveries going to go on it as well, aren't they?
Yeah, there's sponsors going on it,
So it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like. But there's going to be more race livery, I think, going here and on parts of the car as well. This is the stuff that Fresh Lads are doing now. So there you go, guys.
My name is Andy, I work for Racing Optics Europe. This is a tear-off product that we put on race cars. It's designed effectively to prevent damage to the screens and damage to the drivers if that were to happen. As a quick demonstration, there is a simple tear-off system. Applying that to the car with a tab system that we put into the corners. You take hold of the tab, you rip it like so, the top layer comes off, you go back to a clean screen.
And part of the technology you were telling me is this is designed for race cars, so it's also considering the drag. It doesn't introduce drag.
No, not at all. The way it's effectively preformed and when it's put on the car, we'll cut it in a certain way to reduce any drag that's there. Obviously, it has a weight to it, very, very little. And the most impressive part about this material, because you can get anti-graffiti material that looks very, very similar. This tear-off stuff isn't necessarily clever. What's clever is that's optical grade. There's no distortion in that. And there's no distortion when I take 1 off, 2 off, 3 off. I can put up to 3 layers of this on this car, if it were an endurance car. So optically, when it's all dried out, it makes no effect on driving. Yeah, it's brilliant.
So they'll come in for a pit stop, and if they notice that the visibility's down, they'll just rip it off like the F1
Correct.
drivers do on their crash helmet almost.
Same product.
Yeah.
Exactly the same product, made by Racing Optics. That's exactly what we do with this. You can have damage to the screen, you can have oil transfer, tyre transfer, whatever it might be. You take the corner tab here and straight across, takes the thing straight off.
Back out and then racing and winning the race. That's what it's all about, guys. Margins. Okay, guys, so the Wax is Dead team have finished their part of this. There's still some more race livery that's going to be coming later on. It's going off to Expel to actually have a PPF put over the top of the front section to protect it all. So that's great. So you can get an idea. Now, it looks like a proper race car with all this livery on it. And the Wax is Dead logo is looking cool. You've got some pink bits on the side there. If we go around to the back, I think there's some more stuff to come here. You know, some of that other race livery as well. But the silver, the baby pink and the blue does look really, really cool. And I can open the door. Oh, it's got a steering wheel in it now. So look at that. This definitely has to be one of the coolest cars I've seen. And it just looks amazing now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. That is a very rare car. The Porsche GT3 Cup. That is, you know, an insane, bonkers race car. And it's been a real pleasure to get up close and personal and be able to poke around this car. And I can't wait to see it tearing around a motor circuit soon. So take care, don't forget to subscribe. Over and out.